This program contains adult language and situations which may be considered offensive to some viewers and/or children, but more likely their parents.
Alright, people. So, I always talk about how my mom should never, ever get involved. If she sees something on YouTube that I do, she shouldn't be getting involved in calling police or crisis services or whatever, because I already have law enforcement watching my fucking videos, which is, by the time my parents see it, the police probably already saw it fucking 5 times, okay? And this video is going to be a great example of what just happened now. So I'm not exactly sure what the video in question was about, but I just got a visit from Crisis Services and a Buffalo police officer, because I guess Dick Griffin over at Cheektowaga, he saw some video of mine where I'm talking about getting weapons or something. And yeah, it's true to a certain degree. I do have some weapons here, and I do understand that with my order of protection against me, that I'm not supposed to have any firearms. And let's look at the definition of a firearm. To me, just from my knowledge, a firearm, it has to have both a trigger mechanism on it, and it has to shoot something from a firing pin. So like a pistol, you pull the thing back, and then you shoot it, right? And the thing comes out and hits the fucking back of the bullet, and that's what makes the bullet shoot. So let's just look up firearm definition, and I'll just put New York State. So there's let's see. Alright, NewYorkCourts.gov. Is it? Definition of a firearm as other than a pistol or revolver is an issue. A firearm means a shotgun having one or more barrels less than 18 inches in length. A rifle having one or more barrels less than 16 inches in length. Any weapon made from a shotgun or rifle, whether or not, whatever. Okay. An assault weapon. Barrel length. Let's see. A firearm does not include an antique firearm. An antique firearm means any unloaded, muzzle-loading pistol or revolver with a matchlock, flintlock, percussion cap, or similar type of ignition system, or pistol or revolver which uses fixed cartridges which are no longer available in the ordinary channels of commercial trade. So, okay. So I just want to know what the legal definition of a firearm is. Okay, here we go. Firearm means any pistol or revolver or a shotgun having one or more barrels less than 18, whatever, or a rifle having one or more barrels. Okay, I don't have a rifle. Any weapon made from a shotgun. Okay, that doesn't apply here. Or an assault weapon for the purpose of this subdivision. The length of the barrel of a shotgun. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Switchblade knife. Okay, whatever. I have a switchblade knife. Alright. Automatic knife. Okay. Kung Fu Star. That's what it says. Alright. So, let's just... Ow. Where the fuck am I here? Alright, so anyway, Dick Griffin from Cheektowaga Police called crisis services on me for some video I made. I don't even know what video they're talking about, but it was some video where I talk about acquiring weapons or something. They said it was on the 8th that it was posted, which was yesterday. But I don't talk about anything like that on that video. I talk about shitting myself. I talked about shitting myself. And then mostly I just talked about, you know, the music scene in Buffalo and all that. So I don't really know what he's talking about. But, so at my door, about just a couple minutes ago, I got a visit. I got a Buffalo police officer at my door, and I got some lady from fucking Crisis Services, smoking fucking hot woman. Yeah, whatever. And she gave me her name and phone number, like, ooh, baby. Alright, whatever. Maybe it's not a good idea to sexualize the Crisis Services woman. I will say she is a very attractive woman. Take that as you will. But anyway, she was saying that Dick Griffin called a... See, that's the thing. I'm telling you, my mom never has to call crisis services or the police on me, because that's what you get. You can get Dick Griffin, you can get the Santana from Buffalo, or maybe Dick Sweeney from fucking not Cheektowaga, Tonawanda. So you got like multiple law enforcement officers, ranging from detectives to just your regular run-of-the-mill police officers. They're looking at my videos, and I'm sure that Dick Griffin, like if it's a funny video, I'm sure he's looking at it and say, hey, Officer so and so, I'm looking at this guy, So my name is probably getting around within the law enforcement circle. And it's like 3 different, jurisdictions watching my shit. And you know what? I don't mind it. I really don't care, to be honest. Hey, if you like my videos, you like my videos. You know, I'm not gonna be one of those people. I need all the views I can get. So anyway, I get the hot Christ Services one. Why are all the fucking women at Christ Services like smoking fucking hot? By the way, I remember I had the one girl come here, or not here, but in my other apartment when I was living in South Buffalo on what street? I forget what street it is. Arbor Lane. I had two girls come, and they were both fucking hot as hell. They should have a chick police officer. They should have a fucking hot chick police officer come without, because you know, then I get two hot chicks to my house. I love having hot chicks come to my house, especially when it's two hot chicks. You know, all guys like two chicks. That's their biggest thing. Two fucking chicks. You know, wouldn't it be great if I could just date like a fucking police woman, and then she'd be like, "Ooh, baby, what do you want to do?" And she's like, "You want me to handcuff you?" And you're like, she like handcuffs you to a fucking wall or the bed or something, just fucks the shit out of you. Stick that fucking what was that thing they carry around, the fucking stick or whatever? You know what I'm talking about. He's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna shove that stick up your ass." Yeah. I'm gonna taser your nuts till you fucking come. You probably won't come, but whatever. I'm sure some guys like that kind of shit. There has to be some kind of kink where a guy likes his fucking nuts tasered. There's kinks where a guy likes to be spit on and he comes just from a chick spitting on him or something. Clint Carr likes that done, but he likes it done when little girls do it to him. So anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm you know, my hormones are raging talking about sex right now. Anyway, supposedly there was a video where I talk about acquiring weapons, and I will say for the most part it is true, but this, because of the restraining order and the order of protection, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the judge says I can't own firearms. But that's not to say I can't own a knife. Okay, a knife is not a firearm. If I go like this, it doesn't shoot anything. Plus, a firearm, it has to have has to have a trigger and has to have a firing pin. I got the machete over there. I don't feel like getting up to show it, but y'all saw it. And I have this, and this is my newest little toy. And I call it a toy because it is. It's a fucking slingshot. It's a Bart Simpson slingshot. Okay? And it's pretty much what it is. It's a slingshot. It's what Bart Simpson used. It's what children use. Okay? This is not a firearm either, even though it fires shit. Even though it fires shit, you know, it's not really a firearm because it doesn't have a trigger mechanism and it doesn't have a firing pin. It shoots with fucking rubber, okay? It is fucking rubber. It's rubber. Let me just give you a little demonstration here. I'm gonna hit my laundry bag over there. Ooh, okay, It is a fuck. It is actually considered a toy. Hi, Gravy. It's actually considered a toy. It's not really a weapon. You can't. I don't think you can really kill somebody with that. You know, when I was out there, like I really didn't know what day today was. Like, I'm not that dumb, but you know, like, it wasn't really dawning on me like what day or whatever. But they said it was posted on the 8th. This video. I'm assuming that's the 8th of this month, February. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Acquiring weapons, because there's nothing about that on the video. There was a video I made talking about how I had this guy, calling my house and, texting me and everything. And I did tell both the officer that came here and the sexy girl that came here as well. I did tell them that, yeah, I mean, I did have a guy that was coming to my, not coming, but, saying he was outside, texting me and calling me, blowing up my phone. And I did call the police, and I don't know what they did. They just told the guy to stop or whatever. They called him up, and they told him to stop or whatever. And then I just kind of just blocked all private numbers, blocked, any kind of, I blocked his number and whatnot. I did tell him that, and I did say that, I did go out there and I had my machete on me. I went outside with a machete. I went outside, looking to defend myself. And not only did I have my machete on me, and I also have a thing of pepper spray as well. I forgot to mention that. It's over there near my backpack, near Gravy. So I had I had a pair of pants on. Believe it or not, I had pants on when I went outside to, try to see if there was a guy out. Probably not the smartest idea, but whatever. I had pepper spray in my on me in my pocket. I had my knife on me, and then I had the machete, which was kind of like I kind of wanted to conceal it, kind of, but the holder that it came in, it's really awkward to put on. So I pretty much just had it, I don't know really how to put it on. I'm probably too fat for it, for the holder, but I'm guessing the way it would work is it'll almost be like a ninja thing. Let me see here. It would almost be like a ninja, like a ninja thing, but I'd look like fucking Chris Farley in that fucking movie. So I have this. It's the thing that the machete comes in. It's just like a little holder, and then I guess it would just. What would you do? Just put it around like that, maybe, so that it looks like that, and it looks completely ridiculous. It looks like all fucking bulky and shit, but I mean, I could go like that, and then I could. Wow, it's not even that intuitive, really. You kind of have to have it unhooked like that, and then you have to kind of go. Fucking ridiculous, but that's the point. I mean, you're supposed to be able to grab it like that, like you're a fucking Aragorn or whatever from Lord of the fucking Rings or something. But yeah, I have this. It's super fucking sharp. And it also has this spike thing. I never knew that. I never realized that too. The bottom of the machete. I mean, everything that I'm buying, it has that thing on the end of it. I thought it was just like a little hook so you could put it on the wall or something. But you can actually like hit someone really hard with the handle. Just like you could stab someone with the actual handle, and I'm probably hurt too. But I want to make sure that I'm saying this and I'm saying it clear that everything that I'm buying, okay, I'm buying everything off of Amazon, okay? I'm buying everything that I have here off of Amazon. So everything, to the best of my knowledge, if it's on Amazon, it should be 100% legal, right? That's the point. That's the, you know, I'm like, you can't buy like a big fucking, you can't buy like a fucking pistol on Amazon, I don't think. You can buy like an airsoft gun, like one of those fucking BB guns or something. But you can't buy like a real fucking gun, which is, you know, you can't buy that shit on Amazon. You gotta realize too that everything that I'm buying, the machete, these knives that I have, and the slingshot were all purchased on Amazon, okay? That's almost like saying, oh, well, yeah, you bought this at fucking Walmart, but it's still illegal? Like, okay, like why would Walmart even sell it if it was illegal, you know? That's like saying, yeah, I bought a bunch of weed from like 7-Eleven. It was right out in the aisle. I bought the weed, and now I'm getting arrested for it. Really? Why is 7-Eleven selling weed? It's the same thing with this and the slingshot. Like I know on Amazon you can buy drugs on Amazon. But like they're the legal legal drugs. But they're legal drugs. You can buy like that fucking, I don't know what the fuck is it called. You could buy like that kratom. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's like this powder. It's like this powder that you buy and you mix it into like fucking water, and it becomes like almost like a brown sludge, and you drink it, and it supposedly gets you high. Okay, I don't know. I don't really know. I never did that kind of shit, but supposedly it's kind of like an opiate drug, one of those things, but it really isn't. It's more like I really don't understand how it works, to be honest. From what I understand, it's just it's almost like a. So I'm guessing it's like when you do heroin, it's almost like that. But supposedly it's like non-addictive and I mean, I guess it's sort of addictive, but it's not as addictive. It's not as addictive as like doing heroin. Even it like feels the same, but it like isn't addictive or something stupid like that. Don't ask. But, you know, you could buy shit like that because they're legal. You know, but you can't buy weed on Amazon. Not yet, at least. And you can also buy, you know what else I'm trying to get to? I'll be 100% upfront and honest. Oh, I'm trying to get a crossbow as well. And it's like a lot of this isn't even about protection or whatever. It's just I like that kind of shit. Like it's fun. It's fun just going outside and just hitting boxes with a slingshot, or like setting up a little fucking thing where you're hitting fucking little bottles and shit, like plastic bottles with a slingshot. It's harmless fun. I have no, and I was also 100% honest with these people that came today. They said, well, if you went outside with a machete, and the guy that says that he was gonna kill you, because I was telling him about how I was getting these texts and whatnot. I said, yeah, I probably, I was, I probably went out there with a machete and a pepper spray and a knife and all that. And they said, oh, if they were out there, if they were really out there, and would you have used those weapons? And I said, I probably would have just what do you call it? Use it more of like a scare thing. But if it came down to it, yeah, I would probably use it. Probably just to like subdue the person. I wouldn't say I was gonna kill him. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably just knock him to the ground and put the fucking thing to his neck or something until he until the police come and take him away. If there was someone out there, I'm not gonna be like one of those people. I'd be like, oh yeah, well, whatever. I don't kill people. I'm Batman. I don't kill people. I don't. But I don't know. There's something. Somebody's like, the only thing I was talking about on the 8th though was when, I shit myself. Okay, well, that's what happens when you take metformin and you eat a lot of grease, and or milk in that case. So it's the metformin, and I started talking about it's just the stupidity in what goes on in the Buffalo music scene. It's just fuck. It's just so fucking stupid. Maybe that's what he's talking about, but I don't remember saying anything about acquiring weapons or whatnot. It's all about this Brian Hewlin guy. It's just I said something off color about he has 2 disabled kids, and it was something I just said completely it was something I said out of anger because he was just going off on me over the whole thing. Because pretty much what it was like my first fucking arrest. And which was, the charges were dropped, but pretty much, I'm going to reiterate this because it's fucking stupid. So, pretty much what was going on was, I just broke up with my girlfriend at the time, and a man, no, I broke up with my girlfriend Amy at the time. And I was kind of depressed, and I just wanted to get out of the house. I didn't want to just sit around the house and do nothing. And at one point, my uncle was like, "Hey, listen, I'll take you to go see fucking Cannibal Corpse down at Club Infinity." I was like, "Okay, cool." So we went, and at the time I was kind of I was always into metal and shit, but I was I was kind of getting out of it. This was kind of maybe 2010 or so, and we went to go see Cannibal Corpse at the fucking Club Infinity. I loved it. I that was a good show. And at that point I was introduced to a couple local bands. Grave Descent was one of them, and there was a couple local bands. It got me into that whole thing. It kind of kicked my ass. I was like, okay, this is cool, whatever. And maybe I could go to these shows, these local shows, and meet someone new that I'd really enjoy being with, and yeah, it happened. I was going to these shows. I was well liked for the most part at these shows, as it got to the point where bands there recognized me, and they wanted me to come to their shows, because I would videotape their shows, and I'd put the videos of their shows on YouTube and the whole thing. So then I get invited to go to one of these shows, but it was all the way out in Riverside, and it was at this guy's house, and the guy's name was Clint. He called the place the Funeral Home, and pretty much it was this place on Ontario Street where it was pretty much, he gutted the bottom of the house, had a fucking stage put in, and that was it. He would have bands come over and play and charge like $5 a person for people to come in and see these fucking bands. And I would go to this place and I would film, and bands would love it. And then the Clint guy that ran the place comes up to me one time and was like, "Hey, I never saw you around. What's your story?" And I told him kind of my personal, Asperger's, the whole thing. Yeah, I just broke up with my girlfriend, so it's like a way for me to get out and like meet new people, He's like, "Oh, okay." So then, fast forward a little bit, this guy named Tony Lorenzo, he was a guitarist in one of these bands. He got shot and got paralyzed. It was like a big deal in the community. And I went to his the benefit show for him, and I won. He was raffling off a guitar, and I won the guitar. It was a Dean Cadillac. It was a Dean Cadillac guitar signed by the band Cannibal Corpse. It was pretty cool to have, and I won it at the funeral home. They had a show there where they were raffling this thing off. And so, okay, whatever. Everyone thought it was cool for winning this. And so I everything started going great for me. Like I started, I got motivated. I started taking guitar lessons. I was taking guitar lessons at like fucking Allentown Music on Elmwood. It was at Elmwood at the time. It got knocked down now. It's like right at Elmwood and Forest. But there was a place there. I was taking guitar lessons, and it was great. I loved to play the guitar. And at the time, so I was, so one day I was like, I think somebody sent me a message and said, "You need to check this out." So I click on the link, and it took me to a link to some this relapse message board. It was like REEELAPSE.com. It was supposed to say relapse with like 3 E's in it. Okay, so I go on there, and there was a message. There's a thread on there that said, Dragon Lord Frodo, which is me, Dragon Lord Frodo, Buffalo's Jaffa. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So it became very, very clear that it was the person that actually started this thread was this Clint guy that ran the place in Riverside, the funeral home. And I'm looking through it, and it's all him, like, making fun of me, like, and not just like calling me retard or whatever, but he's sitting there making some very, very, serious accusations. He's a pedophile, and what else is he? Oh, when he supposedly said that when I won the guitar, I didn't actually win it. I stole the guitar from Tony Lorenzo. I won it. Okay, I don't know how much you want to say, but I fucking won that thing fair and square. Okay? I don't know how you get away with saying that I stole this thing, but I fucking won it. Yeah, I won it, it's mine, whatever. So I confronted him about it. I was like, listen, what the fuck are you talking about? And I stole this guitar, I'm a pedophile, the whole thing, and he's just, the whole thing was that he felt like his whole thing was that, oh, I have Asperger's syndrome. So he had this whole mind. He had almost like, and I hate to use the word because it's so cliche. He almost had like Hitler like ideas about, you know, instead of Jews, it was people with autism. And it was pretty much like, why should I be going to this guy's place if he feels this way about me? And that's what I said. So I kind of told him, I don't want to fucking go to your place if you're gonna treat me like this, you know. So instead, he went around and started telling everybody that I was threatening him and that he said that I went around and said that I was gonna shoot up his place, and people believed it, really. I guess there was some show that not a lot of people showed up to because they were scared shitless that I would come around and just with a gun and just start shooting people. And this was around the time where that guy got caught shooting up the movie theater. You know, when it was like some Batman movie. You see, he went around and started shooting up the movie theater like he was the fucking Joker or something, because he was a fucking nutcase. It was around that time, okay, and people were actually fucking scared to go to this show, and all I said was, dude, I did not say that. I did not say, well, you know, Clint's saying you're saying, like, and I'm like, what? I mean, when you actually think about it, and no one could actually answer me this question either. If Clint actually thought that I said that, why the fuck doesn't Clint, you know, why wouldn't he just go and say, why wouldn't he just call the police, you know? Why don't you just have the fucking police come and have me arrested right there and then? It's a threat. I'm making these threats. Therefore, he did nothing to protect his place and the people that go there. Instead, he just said, "We don't take your threats seriously." Like, what? And mind you, I never even made a threat. It was just something he was making up. That's how you know that's how you know that he was full of shit, because he would not call the police on me. And that's you know, if you're not going to call the police, then you should not, you should not, you know, you should not be talking that shit. As simple as that, right? So that's the way I think. You know, because what if the threat was real and I did come and shoot? Then what? You know, that's what I'm trying to say here. But he made it so he sat there and he actually got me banned from like all these fucking clubs. And over what? Over what though? Think about it. Over what? Because he doesn't like autistic people. That was what this was all about. So yes, I was fucking furious, okay? I was fucking furious. I went down to his house. I tried to confront him after all that. And, you know, I I don't know if I was gonna fight him, but I wanted to really, scream at him over this. I'm not gonna say if I was gonna fight. I don't know, but it got me pissed. It got me so fucking pissed that this guy can go around and say this, and he pretty much has ruined my life because of this. At least and it still goes on today. And at one point, his place got shut down. Somehow, I was the cause of the shutdown. I still don't know how. I still don't understand how I was the cause. I can understand it if, maybe me talking about what goes on got the attention of certain law enforcement, but other than that, the place was shut down because it was not up to code. He had no business license. He had, I don't know, no insurance. It was all this shit. In the end, it was shut down because of him. He had the decision to get a business license, insurance, and everything else. So really, it's not really my fault. Okay, but whatever. Place is shut down. It's boarded up now. As far as I know, it's boarded up. So whatever. The place was garbage anywhere. There was fucking mold on the ceilings and shit. But somehow I'm not allowed to talk about that. Somehow that's off. Somehow I'm not allowed to talk about how this guy wants autistic people dead, pretty much. And he had a whole yard sale going on that day when he got his place shut down. He had a whole yard sale thing going on, and I ended up going. He had nothing for sale, but I went. I was looking for fucking records and shit. He says he has all kinds of records for sale. So I go there with $300 or some shit like that. I go get records, and there's no records for sale. So I'm like, fuck it, I left. And, leaving, he goes following me, and I had a cab driver. My cab driver was like an ex-Marine or some bullshit. Army Ranger, that's what it was. He was a former Army Ranger. He's been in like 6 different wars. He's like crazy. He has like fucking PTSD and the whole shit. I think. That's what he says. I don't know. But he has all this shit. So he's like one of those guys that don't take shit from anyone. And we're leaving. Go back to the fucking car, and Clint's following me. He's coming up to me like, I don't know who you are, but you need to leave too. Guy turns around and says, what did you say to me? Says, you're not allowed here. Don't talk down to me. I'll come over there and knock you on your ass and drop kick you like a football. And Clint just turned around. 2 weeks later, I get police at my door saying that I'm under arrest for stalking and harassing this guy. And honestly, after that whole thing at the yard sale, I didn't even fucking contact him at all for 2 weeks. I think right after a yard sale, I might have just messaged him and says something yeah, I don't know. I said, how'd you like that or something. But that was 2 weeks before the whole thing. So, and I left him alone for 2 weeks after that yard sale, and that was about it. So, I get arrested. I sit down in fucking downtown. The fucking judge there, gives me a $35,000 bail. $35,000. To put this in perspective, there was a guy that like I think it was like after I got arrested. It was like right after, like, it's like the summer after I got arrested. It was like the summer. I was arrested in May. All my arrests were in May. I don't get that. I was actually arrested on my birthday. How fucked up was that? With Clint, and he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know it was his birthday." So anyway, yeah, and like the fucking yard sale was like May 1st or some shit like that, and my birthday's like May 13th. That's fucked up. So yeah, it was like 2 weeks after or something like that, after the whole thing. So I ended up so anyway, I got like a $35,000 bail. Now I'll put that into perspective. There was a guy in fucking Grand Island. He went to like Fantasy Island, the fucking amusement park over there in Grand Island, and he got on some roller coaster with a little fucking girl, and on the roller coaster he started fucking like touching her and shit. He was like touching like a little girl on the roller coaster, right? And he was a pedophile. The girl's like 6 or 5 or 6 years old or something like that. And they put him next to this little girl, who's like 5 or 6 years old, and he's like sitting there like trying to like finger this little fucking girl. And the little girl, like, after they got off the ride, the little girl went up to her father and said, "That guy touched me," or something. And the father went up to the guy and like confronted, like, "What did you do to my little girl?" or something. And I guess the pedophile like fucking punched the father, ran out of the park, and led the police like all this big chase. And I guess there was like a shootout in the middle of the fucking road with this guy and the police. No one was hurt. They caught the guy. You know how much bail he gave him? $25,000 bail. They gave me a third. They gave me more bail for what I did with Clint than they gave a fucking pedophile that was touching kids on ride, that assaulted a father, that was shooting at police, that was trying to resist arrest. They gave him less bail. That's fucked up. I don't know where that guy is now, but man, and I understand it's fucking Grand Island, but come on, man. You have to. You can't expect. That's not right at all. But $35,000 bail. I called up my parents. I said, "Listen, I'm in fucking jail. This is what happened," and all this other shit. And they were like, "Oh, what's your bail?" I said, "Oh, excuse me, $35,000." So I was down at the Erie County Holding Center, and they didn't even put me in a unit yet. They didn't, like, I was never like the farthest I got before my parents actually bailed me out was I got to the point where they just gave me my fucking oranges. Okay, they just gave me my oranges, and they just got them. I put them on, and then they put me in some place, and then they're like, "Constantino, you got bailed out." I'm like, "Oh shit, that was." Yeah, and then so we went to the fucking. I had to do court and everything, and I got the coolest fucking lawyer. Shout out to Roland Hayes from he was like a public defender, the coolest fucking guy ever, and he was like, "Okay, from what I understand here, this is pretty much the plaintiff over here is saying that this You just started going after him. And I'm like, no, this is pretty much a back and forth kind of thing at the most. You know, and I told him my story, and the lawyer was just like, okay, we're going to get a private eye. We're going to get a private dick to go and follow Clint around. I'm like, is that legal? With the restraining order and all that? Yeah, it's legal. He's working with us, it's legal. Okay, whatever, I'll leave it up to you. So pretty much, my lawyer hired a guy to stalk fucking Clint. Isn't that what a private eye does, though? It's pretty much what he does. That's what a private dick does. So a private dick decided he was going to go and look up Clint. Found out he posts on some forum that has it's all about like not autistic parent, but parents of autistic children to get like tips and like fucking advice from each other. He was going on there telling them that that they need to kill themselves, that their children are defective, that you need to stop breeding. Kind of like what I said about the fucking woman that got me arrested. But anyway, in the end, I got the whole thing fucking dropped. We were able to, prove. We were able to pretty much say, listen, we're dropping the fucking case because, this is crap. This is crap. You leave him alone. You leave him alone. That's the bottom line. And I have been leaving Clint alone. This is like what? This is like 2013. It's 2018. It's 5 years. This shit's been going on for like almost 10 years. And it's like, at this point, it's like, and then the whole thing where Brian Hewlin, he started getting involved in this whole shit because when me and Clint had that fucking beef, he started getting involved, trying to tell me that I'm a piece of shit because me and Clint are having a fucking beef, and that I need to sit there and fucking kiss Clint's ass and shit. And I said, no, I don't. I don't need to fucking kiss anybody's ass. And he was just going on and on and on. And he's like, I don't want it, because he was supposed to have a benefit show for his kids. And he's like, I don't want you at my kid's benefit show. And I was just like, okay, whatever. You're going to be like that, fuck you, pretty much. And he's like, no, seriously, he was just going off on me. And I said something to him that I regret. I did say something to him that I regret. I said, I don't even remember what I said. I know I said something really, really nasty about his kids, though. And I do regret it, because it was something that was like, I was said out of anger. He was just getting me so worked up that it's like, dude, if you only knew what was going on right now, you would be you'd be fucking on my side. But I keep trying to, it's one of those things, and it gets me in trouble a lot, where if I have a problem with something, and the whole thing is that if somebody like accuses me of something, of doing something, and my immediate thing is like to try to defend myself with like word, like, hey, I didn't do this, that, or and a lot of times what'll happen is I defend myself. It actually gets me in more trouble because I end up being so defensive over shit that I end up saying something fucking stupid, like I did with Brian Hewlin. Like I said, I think I said something like, well, if you never thrown your kid in a mosh pit or something, we wouldn't even have this benefit to begin with, or something like that. And I know it was nasty. I know it was fucking dumb to say for the most part. I regret it, and he won't let it go. This has been like now, it has to be at least 7 years since I said this shit. And to be honest, it's gotten to the point where I've tried talking to him. I've tried talking to him. I've tried, offering him fucking drinks at a bar. I tried just sitting him down with fucking food. He loves his fucking tacos. I've tried to offer him a whole fucking platter of fucking tacos. He wouldn't take it. And it's just like I'm just tired of all this. I just want, like, it's got to the point where it's like I don't even fucking care anymore. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm blue in the face now just talking about it. And it should be obvious that with the charges dropped, that this shit should not have blown up the way it should have. And it's gotten to the point where it's like I don't even feel like wanting to. I don't even feel like wanting to live anywhere in Western New York anymore because of it. It's like, what's the point? It's like even if I moved to like Elmwood or like fucking North Buffalo, it's like I pretty much still have to deal with the same people. It's like I think I need some kind of big change in my life, and I feel like I need to take myself out of Buffalo, take my ass somewhere else. I need to take my ass somewhere else. I don't know where, but I need some kind of place where I could just get up and just start and just pretty much start my life over again, where I can actually be happy and I can, where I can actually like just, I don't know, but so that's what's going on. If you really wanted to know what was going on, that's what's going on. Okay? No, they're not coming after me. They're not coming after me. But it's just so... They're not like Brian Hewlin and Clint and all that. These days, they're not coming after me. They're not, bothering me like that. But they are making they are like pissing me off at the point where it's like a lot of times I'll like try to go to these fucking metal shows, and like I'll just get denied at the door. Oh, we don't want you here. And it's always somebody that it's always some younger kid that wasn't around during this whole thing, that pretty much heard the fucking story from like 10 different people, and it's pretty much hearsay at this point. Some people still think that I had a part in fucking getting that place shut down, the funeral home. When you think about it, though, the funeral home would have been shut down anyway. Clint didn't have a fucking business license. He didn't have insurance. The place wasn't up to code. It was a danger. It was a hazard. So yeah. As for weapons, I guess you can call my switchblade a weapon. Or my machete, or my fucking slingshot, even a pepper spray. But they're all legal. You can buy them all on Amazon. Okay, I don't see how that's how if I feel like if I can buy it on Amazon, then it's legal. It's legal. Even if the judge says, "Oh, you can't have firearms." None of these are firearms. Oh, believe me, I would love to like own a pistol, or like a real fucking pistol. But I can't right now because the restraining order. I would love to just go and get a fucking pistol permit and take the test and all that other shit. Because even if it's not even for self-defense, you know, it would be pretty fucking cool to you know, shoot like fucking cans and shit with it. I mean, I guess I can do it with a fucking airsoft gun though, but I mean, that would be something I would love to do, like just go to like a gun range or something and just start shooting guns. You know, like the target practice shit. Like there's nothing illegal about it. You just need your fucking a pistol license and something. You know, you have to get it registered or whatever. Shotguns and shit. You don't even need a fucking license for that. You just need to register them. You know, it's not about going on. It's not about doing all that shit. It's just something I wanted to get into. It's not really a big deal, to be honest. It's not really like, oh, it's not like I want to acquire all kinds of weapons and just start going on a shooting spree. That's not me. That's not me, really. It's not me. It's, you know, and I think of it as like a tool, pretty much. It's almost like having a fire extinguisher. You pray you don't have to use that fire extinguisher, but you're glad that you have it with you, right? Glad that you have it on premises. That's the way I think about it. About guns, you know. Speaking of which, I need a new fire extinguisher. Anyway, I need a new fire extinguisher, really. So yeah, that's about it. I have to go take a dump. The metformin's kicking in, so I gotta go take a fucking dump.